how archonic and demonic energy attachments can take place. We live in such an overtly sexual and promiscuous society these days, but does anyone stop to consider the consequences? Entity attachment through sex is just one aspect nobody seems to even be aware of. We firstly must come to understand just how truly powerful sex actually is, and I mean to think about through sex we actually create life. Sex is powerful on a level most of us never even consider, and sex magic has long been known about by occultists, and they know full well about its ability to manifest not only life but many other human desires or needs. Engaging in sex opens an energy vortex up, and depending on who you're sleeping with, that can also open up to whatever he or she may have harvesting on their energy. Entity attachments through this type of act is very real, and we need to start taking it seriously. These close relationships between truly loving couple literally has the ability to anchor essence energy down into its reality. This is one of the reasons how vibrational sex is encouraged, because of sex coming from a place of darkness, lack of love or lust. Then that type of energy, and indeed entities coming down, will be of a parasitic and negative nature. This Tinder society, where it's all about a drunken one-night stand, where nobody wants to commit, is harming us in ways we do not even understand. When we have such a relationship with someone, you remain energetically corded to them for life unless you have some energy work to cut them. And as I explained in the video below, women can actually take up to 50% of the man's karma as well. You're so also affected, potentially passing on and sharing that person's entity attachments, which can then start to change your own habits and behavior. It's quite common to see that if the relationship is toxic, the less toxic person can actually start to take on the personality traits of the other person. So we have to understand that we live in a multidimensional reality with different forms of consciousness that exist just outside of our visible sight. Much of these consciousnesses are distorted and reside in 4D, the closest to our dimension, many of which are parasitic bottom feeders just waiting for an opportunity for you to open yourself up. As shown in the 3D physical realm, we're surrounded by parasitic governments, corporations, even so-called friends and family members. The same goes for 4D. It's just we have little to no awareness of it. This article is not to scaremonger people into having or not having such relationships or being intimate. It's to raise awareness of the Ru power of sex, R-U-E. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.